What could be the biggest reason for a person to consider a smartphone which is almost half a year old? If the device didn't have a futuristic thinking, neither the company or the device will be able to sustain the drastic growth of technology. And that is what the OnePlus did with its lately added iteration, the OnePlus 3. The OnePlus 3 is one among those well-excelled devices that turns out to be the first affordable smartphone that truly tends to provide almost everything as great as a top high-priced flagship devices. Fast processor, premium design, capable camera, and definitely a great display, while all breaking down to a price of just $400. Being a first consideration can be the specs. Under the hood, the OnePlus 3 is competitive with or better than the best smartphones you can buy today. The device is packed with 5.5-inch Full HD AMOLED display, Snapdragon 820 processor and 6GB of RAM, which can definitely run almost any high-end games available in the Play Store. And the memory capacity turning out to be 64GB with no microSD slot. The device also comes with 16MP rear cam and 8MP front-facing camera, while all these being powered by a 3000mAh power battery. The OnePlus 3 is also built with a USB-C type port, but this time around it tends to support quick charging, which is also known as the dash charging by the OnePlus people. Technically, the device can charge up to 60% in just 30 minutes. I'm inclined to agree that the AMOLED screen on the OnePlus 3 is bright, vibrant, easy to see in the outdoors, and at 401 pixels per inch, the display is pretty sharp. OnePlus did offer an optic AMOLED panel with the OnePlus 3, which we must say is quite nice. Unlike last year's brick like OnePlus 2 or OnePlus X, the 3 is much comfortable to hold. The curvature of the device offers a great grip, and most importantly, the hardware buttons are placed in the right positions. The design is not bloated, it looks really minimal and premium, and the one thing that I would change is the placement of the fingerprint scanner. Why would anybody spoil such a great design with that ugly looking box layout? Even though the sensor's performance is fast and extremely reliable, for a smartphone of my comfort, I would really prefer to have a fingerprint scanner on the backside. The OnePlus 3's design is far from original. It looks like something that's born out of the iPhone and HTC. The smooth metal back isn't as unique as the sandpaper-like finish, but still it tends to give me a pretty premium feel. And hey, the one thing that caught my interest was the return of the NFC hardware. I find it pretty crazy for any provider to ignore the addition of the NFC. While it turning out to be the future of wireless technology, why would anybody want to do that? The OnePlus 3 comes with the Oxygen OS. It's not completely by any means a stock version of the Android OS, but a modded version while retaining only the UI and the user experience of the stock. The OS is pretty well modded with many system functionalities, while that being the main reason for the uniqueness of the OnePlus. They really know that the bloatwares are troublesome, and thus they don't provide any unwanted system inbuilt apps. The Oxygen OS is clean and extremely customizable. On the rear of the OnePlus 3 is a 16MP camera, equipped with f2.0 aperture, optical image stabilization, and also with 4K video capabilities. The app is pretty well optimized to launch faster. It's simple and easy to use. While not very bloated, it retains only the needed functionalities. The camera is solid, its focusing is pretty fast, which stands as the main reason for some pretty good shots. This is what most of the smartphones these days are lacking back. But talking about the HDR functionality is where the OnePlus 3 didn't perform well. I did see some pixel drop and the shadow ratio was high, and there was some unwanted addition to colors in the final rendered picture. But yes, we need to consider the price. It was a dream for every smartphone user to hold a device that tends to pack almost all the best features at an affordable price point. And that's what exactly the OnePlus did. The OnePlus 3 was a significant step towards the future of this company. Overall, the OnePlus 3 is still a great device. It hits almost all the right notes that would be needed to make a flagship killer. Either way, thanks for watching. Yours truly Droid Sector, ours truly This Life.
Like you, be strong to hold the powers of the sun.